What's going on, guys? This is Disaster Caster, and welcome back to Dream Daddy. Now, I meant to upload this part yesterday, but oh man, there were so many problems. So many problems. Okay, what happened was I had originally pre-recorded this part and the next part so I can try and be consistent with my videos and get that established as I'm just now starting out. But when I went back to review the videos I had pre-recorded, there was a problem. They had not actually recorded, or at least they had just recorded the sounds in the game, and the screen was just stuck on one panel. So I had to delete those, and I was trying to replay the game from where I last left off. But every time I got to the loading screen and tried to upload my past game, it would not load. I don't know if that's just me, or if that's anyone else, or if that's a problem with the game, or it could just be my settings, or my system, or whatever, but it's fixed now. Everything's good. We're about to jump back in the game. Previously, I had just come back from the mall with my daughter after seeing her teacher. We've met almost all of the dads. Not one-on-one personally or with our daughter. We've just seen them physically, basically, even though we didn't really talk to all of them. And I think we actually did go on a date in the last video with our old buddy Craig. I'm not sure how going to the gym is a date, but from what I've been told, apparently it's considered a date. So I guess we'll chalk that up as a date. And I didn't really have any plans for who to go after in this game. I know people have already completed the game, and they've done it in like 6 to 9 hours. If you've completed it, kudos to you. Congratulations. I guess my plan for this game right now is probably just one date for each guy, and depending on who I like the most, I'll just follow that person. So, anyway, I've been talking enough. Let's go ahead and get right back into the game. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. You have never ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. So, you excited for the cookout today? Excited to beef up my grilling skills. If there's food, I'm excited. I'm kind of all three of these. On one hand, I do love grilling, and I would happily grill as probably like at least once a month if I could. Then again, if there's food, I'm always excited, but I'm such a picky eater. And then there's having to deal with all these people, so I guess I'll go with excited to beef up my grilling skills. I'll see this as a learning opportunity. If I can snake some hot grill tips, I think we can consider it a success. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We'll get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. What if I don't want to emerge, Amanda?
Oh.
No, just kidding. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late.
Whoa!
What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill.
Huh?
I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people and a smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on the table next to 2 other veggie plates. Huh. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome. I'm so glad you two are here. And you brought veggies.
Oh.
Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest.
Hey.
Hi. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins.
Hey!
They stare creepily and say nothing. It's the 2 twins from The Shining. Can't forget them.
Yeah.
Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Krish? Wait, where is Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? He's married? Wait, how is he a dating option if he's married? Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to? So you lost the baby? Wow, okay. First impression, she loses the kid. Joseph takes a moment to and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Disaster, and his daughter, Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I'd have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her. Nice to meet you, Mary. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Ha ha. Ha ha ha, my wife has a wonderful sense of humor, but please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. This is Robert. He lives just across the way. A haggard man nursing a glass of whiskey eyes me up and down. Okay, so this is the guy we first saw in a coffee shop, but we didn't actually talk to him. Hey. Hey, I'm Disaster. It's nice to meet you. He takes a long swig of his drink. Charmed. Disaster and his daughter just moved in next door. Cool. If you ever need recommendations on where to get a drink in this town, Rob's your man. I told you not to call me Rob.
Oh.
Right. Got it. Robert ambles away without saying goodbye. He seems like a guy of very few words. I'm not sure how well we'll get along with him, but hopefully you can at least do one date with him.
Oh, yeah.
He's not really a people person. Well, neither am I, so I guess we have that in common. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. I don't want to have to make friends. Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to do pleasantries. Dad. They're going to talk about weather. Go. Do it. Make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting.
Yeah.
This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me in the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Matt. What a cool guy. And mysterious. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Yes, I remember him throwing a frisbee at my head and us getting into a RPG type, Pokemon type battle game or something, whatever. Just trying to one-up each other on whose daughter is the best. Okay, but moving on. Isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Gotham Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second, all of these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I better investigate. So, should I talk to Robert and Brian, talk to Matt, Hugo, and Craig, talk to Joseph and Damien? Or burger time? I don't know if it's gonna let me go back and talk to everyone. Because right now, I kind of want to talk to Matt, Hugo, and Craig. But I still technically have not talked to Robert or Damien yet. I'm gonna talk to Joseph and Damien. Hopefully I can circle around and talk to other people too. Or at least talk to the other people I missed. Because I do kind of want to go talk to Damien. I spot Joseph chatting with the guy from Dead Gotham Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them. So I'm curious, can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter, it provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. It's definitely an interesting choice. I would say that's a wonderful choice. I wish I could do that. Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Disaster. I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. His wonderful design decisions. That's also my aesthetic. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Gotham Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Gotham Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed.
Huh.
I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Gotham Beyond.
Oh.
Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood. Hey, Amanda, would you consider yourself goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as twee hipster with some normcore leanings. Bats are cool, though. Okay, real quick, just look at Damien's face. Like, he's so surprised. Like, are you really yelling across the way at your daughter just to see what she is? Pity. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe I've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch, at your service. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Where were you hiding the rose? Is the question. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, do you know how to treat a lady?
What?
Hello, Amanda. The kids talk at the same time, too? God, these are definitely the twins from The Shining. No one can tell me otherwise now. They are the twins from The Shining. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they speaking in unison? Apparently so, because they're from The Shining. Hey, won't you come play with us? Come play with us. Forever. See, yes. Now, this is just strengthening. I'm gonna move on. I'm not gonna keep talking about these devil children. Guys, enough with the creepy twin stick. We've talked about this. Christian and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand.
Oh.
I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of the wine. I think I might have taped over VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? You see? You all see. This is just what I was talking about. The Shining. But I'm not going to keep mentioning it. I'm just saying these kids are satanic or something. I don't know. Something's going on with them. But now we have it confirmed that involves The Shining. And now I would not trust these children lest a big pool of blood just opens up out of somewhere and I get washed away in it. Okay, moving on. Moving on. She takes another long sip of her wine. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my 5th.
Give it a rest.
I have squeezed 4 little... Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine. Mary? Okay, geez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. I can already say I don't like his wife, Mary, because it seems like she really couldn't care what's going on with her kid. And I'm thinking, if you're with a party with this huge of a space with this many people, I would want to keep an eye on my kids. It's like just taking a 5-year-old to the park and just leaving them there, pretty much. No, that's a bad example, but just gonna move on. Dad, can we go now? Of course. He's the goth kid's dad. Dad. Yeah, of course he's the goth kid's dad. Lucy, have I introduced you to Disaster yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever. Sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you vegetarian? Yep. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They describe carnivorous type people as bloodlappers. Dad?
Hey?
That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of a tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Whoa, is that a tattoo? Yep, I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine? Is it the 66 we can clearly see on your wrist there? What? What just happened with the sound? I don't know if you guys heard that, but I just heard something just happened with the sound. I don't know what it was. Okay, let's move on. Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. Okay. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian. We'll talk about this later. That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? If you're a youth minister and you don't know what 666 means, okay. It makes me kind of question some things right there, but okay. I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful, though, that number carries weight. Man, Joseph is a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. Oh, so I can go back and talk to other people. Okay, then I'll talk to Robert and Brian because I haven't spoken with Robert yet. I glanced across the yard and noticed Robert and Brian chatting over drinks. Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one-upped by Brian or whatever happened with Robert last night? What happened with Robert last night? I didn't do anything. What happened? I'm curious about what may have happened with... Oh, wait, no, I know. I was told that when the Emmas came over for the sleepover, that if I had chosen the option to go see a game, I would have ran into Robert and chat with him and maybe got invited back to his place. I completely forgot about that, but I didn't bother looking up what would happen. I've heard it's something that can happen, you going back to his place, but I didn't even look it up and see specifically what had happened, so... Maybe that's what it's referring to, and I'm guessing the game just assumes that you did go back to his place. But, I guess for now, we're just gonna continue on like nothing happened. Oh no, they caught me staring. Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Shoot. I flash a smile and walk over to them. Hey, guys. Disaster, how the heck are you? Settling into the neighborhood alright? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order at least. That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50s in there. The game looks great in high def. Oh boy. Disaster, have you met Robert yet? Yeah, we've met. Technically, I have not yet met him, but I'm guessing the game is going to assume that we did meet him. Robert regards me over his whiskey. Good seeing you again. We were just talking about my most recent camping trip. Spent a night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely an outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish. It's good to see you taking your daughter out like that. I bet she loved it. And it's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside. Brian raises his eyebrows at me. Being inside. Making art. She won a local competition for that art. Yep. Did I put it on too strongly? A little bit. Robert stares at me blankly for a second. Anyway. I haven't gone camping in years. Not since the last time. Same here. Well, things change once you have kid. Wait, what happened the last time? Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Well, old Johnny Boy and me were out in the backcountry. Johnny Boy's a strong kid. Met him in my army days. Comes from Kansas. They build him tough for out there. Anyway, things go south pretty quick. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle when the rope bridge snaps. You can see the bone popping out through the skin. Okay, that's a little descriptive. Johnny Boy screaming now, crying for his mama, losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul, and here I am with my dear friend bleeding out in front of me. I'm able to dress the room, but now I got a fireman carry a 6 foot, 180-pound man over some of the toughest terrain I've ever been in. I won't lie to you, there are moments during those 2 days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy. But you build a bond with your brothers in arms, and that bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization, but I lost some of me out there. I guess that's camping for you. I guess. I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't have a phone or something with your camping trip, because I'm assuming this game has to be set in 2017, so I'm guessing it wasn't that long ago that you probably went camping. But I would assume there'd be some easier way to contact people. Brian and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another long sip of whiskey. I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went inner tubing down a river, and he lost a flip-flop. Missed that kid. Okay, so it's not as bad as it seems. Brian and I laugh nervously. Or am I kidding? I don't know if you're kidding anymore. Brian and I tense up again. I'm kidding. Are you kidding? I get a feeling we're gonna tense up again. Phew. Amanda and Daisy barrel up to us, laughing. Daisy's holding a paper plate in front of her like a steering wheel. We gotta get off this haunted truck. Oh no, the ghost locked the doors.
Alright.
Quick, hit the emergency escape button. But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brake, I guess, and then we'll get out the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghost, but now how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like that. It sounds like they're talking about that show we just watched. Although I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook you. You know, that reminds me of the last time I went skiing. Robert! I get the feeling it's going to be another crazy story. Or at least inappropriate around a 10-year-old. Wait a second. Are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah. Amanda and I love that show. It's the best, especially the episode where Colum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such quality reality television. That's reality? Okay. Okay. That's an interesting reality TV show then. I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That and more documentaries. Alright, Daisy, I found a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over there. Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire. Okay.
Yeah.
But not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend?
Hey.
Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. Daisy's reaction to that it kind of surprised me a little bit. She kind of makes it seem like she's never actually played pretend before. Or just played in general. And, well, I mean, if she's a super bright kid, on one hand it surprises me, but on the other hand, if she's that bright, she may not have had too many other kids to play with. But it would kind of make sense, but still. Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I guess Amanda just sort of has that way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really. She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teachers say she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people too. Oh ho ho, kids, right? Gotta love them. You're required to by law. I hear that. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put that together a little play date for them. They do seem to get along really well, but the thought of continually hearing all of Brian's accomplishments is rough. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. talk to Matt, Hugo, and Craig.
Oh.
Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. I can't talk today. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they are a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place, and to try and take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to the postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context of which a work of art is created. This reminds me of when I took a bit of psychology and sociology and the history of art in college, all in one semester. Just this one little paragraph. That's what it reminds me of. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Talk to Craig, listen in on Matt and Hugo. I'm gonna listen in. That kind of comparison just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong, but I think there's no harm comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you're evaluating the technical skill from a purely formalist standpoint. If I showed you a Matisse and something by the Dutch masters, which one would you say shows more technical prowess? I am so lost right now. I should worried glance over to Craig, who returns it. Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall. Haha, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Well, that's pretty subjective. Art is dead. Oh gosh. I mean, other people who watching this video and